guys, it's EELOFTHEWORLD. Today I am going to be talking about something that's a little bit different to what I normally do on this channel, but I just feel like more attention kind of needs to be brought onto this subject because I just feel that it's very unjust and very wrong. As you could already probably guess from the title of my video, this is going to be about Venus Angelic and her channel. A lot of stuff has happened between her and her mum and it's ended in her channel getting deleted. I was really hesitant about making this video and I actually wanted to make it a lot earlier on. And the reason for that is just I feel that it was a little bit of a private thing because it's between a mother and a daughter, but I just thought, seeing as it has become a public thing at the moment, it wouldn't really hurt if I made another video, and I hope this video might help in some way. For those of you who don't know, Venus Angelic is a YouTuber who films really cute videos, and I originally started watching her channel back like when I was about 12, I think. Like I was fairly young, 11 or 12, and I used to try and do all the hair tutorials and everything, and she was just like really awesome. As I continued to watch her channel, a few years went past and a lot of stuff came out about the Bodyline scandal thing. To this day, I'm not really too sure on what happened. Bodyline, the company, did write like a long thing about what happened, but just from reading it, it doesn't seem like a girl that young would really do much of that stuff. But obviously I cannot say if it did or didn't happen because I wasn't there, so I don't know. There was another thing that also happened which I think most of you might be familiar with, and that is the Xiao Rishu thing. Basically, Xiao Rishu is another YouTuber and she made a video trying to defend Venus. Then what happened is Venus asked her to take it down for whatever reason, and it resulted in loads of random accounts bullying Xiao on Twitter, which supposedly were Venus Angelic. After that, Xiao made a parody video of her. There was various other events, such as a video that she made with Anastasia. I cannot pronounce her last name, but I think you all know the one I'm on about. She does like anime girl tutorials and really cute tutorials as well. She made a video with Venus and Venus had it on her channel, and Anastasia asked her to take it down because she didn't like the way she looked in it and Venus wouldn't. At this point in time, those things has happened, and I think a few other things here and there happened, and I just thought, I don't really want to be watching that. Like, obviously if this supposed bullying is going on, I don't really want to support that. Keep these thoughts in your mind though, because I will be coming back to them in a little while. If you have been watching Venus for quite a while, you would have known that her mum has a lot of say of what goes on and is quite a big part of it. You can see in various interviews she's being interviewed with her, and the mum is just very hostile and just like, I don't know how to say it, but you can tell something is not quite right. It just seems like, from an outsider's perspective, it just looked as though she had too much of a say of what her daughter did. Obviously a mother will want to help their daughter and it might come across as overprotective, but for the people watching, it just felt like she needed to sort of let go a little bit. Now recently some more stuff has uncovered about Venus Angelic, and a few weeks ago I think she ran away to live with her boyfriend in Japan. She did make a video explaining why and how she did it, and it all did come down to what she said was her mother abusing her, and she said some really horrific things, like her mum made her from a small age believe that she had Asperger's syndrome, and she just grew up believing that she had it. I myself experienced something similar, but it was not to that great extent. It wasn't really that bad, and it wasn't to do with any of my parents, it was to do with something that happened in secondary school. But for someone to grow up and believe that they have something that in actual fact they don't have is just really, really bad and just horrible. Because imagine if you go your whole life believing something and then it just comes out that it was not true. You would feel really hurt and really ashamed, and I feel really sorry for her. According to Venus, her mum also abused her, including one incident where she threw a knife at her, but it missed because she managed to move out the way in time, but it was aiming at her face. There's a whole lot of other stuff, and Venus did make a video on it. However, her channel isn't there anymore, but I think some people did re-upload it to YouTube. Now, it's not all cookie cutter how I'm trying to say it in this video. I'm just trying to save time because I don't want it to be really, really long. But from what's been said, I, for one, believe in this. Like, I don't think that she is lying. And During this time, Venus also said that her mum would post things on her behalf because she knew the password to all of her accounts, so like Twitter, Facebook, and I think she said the only one that she didn't have control over was YouTube and I think her Instagram as well. So some of the stuff that was being posted by Venus probably was actually her mum typing it, which is why I now believe that the stuff with Shao and maybe the stuff with Anastasia and the other stuff as well, I personally believe that maybe her mum was behind it. I don't know because, again, I was not there, I am not them, so I cannot say if it's true or not, but I fully believe in this and I don't think that she is lying. More recently, her mum made a video explaining her side of the story and why people shouldn't believe Venus and things like that. Something I did agree with is people shouldn't jump to conclusions because they don't know the whole story. However, from watching that video, it just seemed to me that her mum was very bitter, very jealous, and that's all I think it is. I just think her mum is honestly just really jealous of her. That's all I can really boil it down to. A lot of what she said just seemed a bit like just over exaggerated, and I believe that there is some truth, but it doesn't really sound as bad as it's being made out to be, and I'm also sure that a lot of the other events that she talks about didn't really happen. It just seems a bit false, and if you watch the video you'll know what I mean. It will be linked in the description so you can see it. Her mum was also posting very, very nasty things about her on Instagram, and I think they're taken down now. She accused Manaki, which is Venus's boyfriend, of being a paedophile and a pervert, but the fact that Venus, as a grown woman, has gone to live with him in Japan shows that I don't really think he is. She also put other things up saying that Venus abused animals, had an eating disorder, and was an alcoholic. Venus did make another video explaining that these things were just simply not true, and the animal abuse thing happened when she was very small and she screamed in the night and it just made her hamster die. And the alcoholic and the eating disorder thing were apparently just completely made up. Something I would want to put out there is, say if Venus did have an eating disorder and say if she was an alcoholic, why would her mother want to shame her about that? And I'm sure that Venus doesn't have these things because, as she explained, they were just made up. But if she did, why would you want to shame her about it? Surely you'd want to help her. Her mum also posted half-naked pictures of herself on Instagram with like long paragraphs of text explaining her feelings and how they lied and just nasty, horrible stuff about Venus and her boyfriend. She also included pictures of Manaki's face and like accusing him of like horrible things, and I would not understand why as a mother she would want to treat her daughter in this way if she truly believes that she just took off and ran away. Instead of calling the police or trying to help her, she's shaming her on social media, which again makes me believe Venus. There is just a lot of shady stuff that is going on and it just is not great. Venus also put a picture of her video being deleted because a copyright claim had been made to it, and it said Margaret Palermo, which is her mother, had made the claim. Now, for those of you who don't know the YouTube system, if you get 3 copyright strikes, your channel gets terminated. So her mother has gone out of her way and claimed her video. The claim is false because Margaret doesn't own the content, Venus does, so all rights to it should really go to her. She didn't even use copyrighted music, it was all royalty free. So judging by the series of events, the mother has made multiple claims to like every single video, and that just resulted in Venus's channel getting terminated. Now this is where, if YouTube's system was any better, they could investigate it and find out that the claims were in fact false and Venus would still have her channel. But YouTube's system is just messed up. The fact that people are able to just claim any video and supposedly get that video taken down is just messed up in the first place. A similar scenario happened with I Hate Everything. His channel got terminated because Daddy Derek had claimed not only the Cool Cat videos, but I'm assuming other videos as well. And because YouTube didn't investigate it properly, his account just got terminated falsely. Going back to Venus Angelic, not only is this her account getting deleted, but you've got to think, if you've had a channel like pretty much your entire life and then it just gets taken away from you, that's gonna feel like your whole life's work is just gone. and just taken away. I know I started my channel from quite a young age, and if that was to happen to me, I don't know what I would do. I think Venus is dealing with this really, really well, and she's just a very strong person, and that is clearly shown. Not only is her YouTube channel something that means a lot to her, it is her only source of income. Now, as a mother knowing this, wouldn't Margaret want her to have some sort of income? Even if she did just randomly run away, as a mother you would want your child to be safe, and no mother would do that, really. Now the problem here is YouTube, for those of you who don't know, there isn't any like real person that you can talk to sort out a problem. If you've got a network, the network usually can sort it out for you, but there isn't any phone number for YouTube, there's no email address. Trust me, I've tried from before to resolve my own problems, and they just go on for months and months because there is no one there that you can talk to. So now imagine Venus's channel being deleted. What is she meant to do in that situation with no one to contact? Sure, she can dispute the claims, but you can only do that so many times. And normally the people making the claims in YouTube's eyes will have more of the right than the people trying to dispute it who rightfully own the content. Venus, if you are watching this, I would strongly suggest trying to talk to I Hate Everything or anyone else whose channel got deleted and then got taken back, because they've had to deal with the same thing and they can give you a bit of advice. Other than that, I think you're a really brave person, and you're a very strong person, and you're just proving that by dealing with this situation so bravely. I think you should be really proud of yourself, because the way you're dealing with everything is just so amazing. The only reason why I made this video is because I want to support Venus, and I want to help voice support for her and let other people know what's going on, so hopefully something can get done about it. Not only that, but I wanted to just say that it's not only a few people that thinks YouTube's policy is a bit dodgy, it's the majority of people, and if there was a real human being that you could talk to, this would all get resolved in like 5 minutes. I really hope that this video served its purpose and that Venus gets her account back. Thanks for watching, bye!